is that the three of them, catch this. So how many of you heard that God created man so that he could have a relationship with man? I've heard that. I've even said it myself. How many of you have heard that God created man so that man could give him glory? We are created for God's glory. How many have heard that? Yeah. If you think about it in a Trinitarian sense, though, if God is a communal and relational being, he already had all the joy within himself. This divine dance has the Holy Spirit glorifying the Father, and the Father glorifying the Son, and the Son glorifying the Father again. And they're all deferring to one another, glorifying one another. So they already have that joy. That the joy that's found when you serve something else that's higher and greater than you. You know it. Christmas, you give gifts and you feel better than the person getting the gift. Joy, God already knew that joy is found in giving, not receiving. So this Trinitarian being giving to each other, deferring to each other, enrapturing, encircling one another as higher, he already had all the joy. He didn't create us for joy. He didn't create us to get joy. He already had it much more than we give him. And if you think about it, he already had relationship with the Son and the Spirit. He didn't create us to get relationship. He already had it way better than we give him. God didn't create us to suck out his glory for himself. He already had glory, way better than we give him. That only leaves one option for why a Trinitarian communal relational God who existed within himself with everything he needed for himself. God was fully joyful, happy, complete, fulfilled, satisfied in who he was as a being. That leaves the only reason to create, to go outside of the orbit and redeem something else, is to give, not to get. The Trinity expresses the meaning of God's glory. And the meaning of God's glory is that God the Father and God the Spirit send the Son outside of the orbit of themselves to encircle Brennis and to bring her into this Trinitarian life. The fact that God the Father and God the Spirit send the Son into humanity to bring in Serena so that she can share in this joy. The Trinity shows this divine purpose for why God even created. Why did he even create us? Because he knew what he had was so good within himself. Fullness of joy, fullness of life, fullness of glory, fullness of relationship. He said, I can't keep this to myself. I've got to share it. I've got to create and then redeem that creation to bring them into this joy, to give them an opportunity to share in this joy, to share in this glory, to share in this fullness that I am, that my being exists about, for, to. Crazy. We get pulled into the life of the Trinity through Jesus. He left the triune dance to encircle us, to bring us in. Not to get glory, not to get relationship, not to get satisfaction. No, he created and then he redeemed that creation to give.